Hello. As we're reaching the end of 2022, it's a good time to reflect on what the real estate market has done over the past year. The first quarter of this year saw the peak of the market, and then when we came into April and May, the market stopped and started to correct. Some suburbs saw a correction of 10 to 12%, whereas some homes, depending on their location and their desirability, are still seeing a lot of competition amongst buyers for the home and still getting a great sale price. Interest rate rises initially had a big impact on buyer confidence. Now buyers realise that the market is not likely to crash and that it's still a good time to buy. Some homeowners who are looking at making the move now have the luxury of possibly buying their next home subject to the sale of their current home, as when the market was going quite strongly, they didn't have that opportunity because there were so many cashed up buyers around, and they had to compete against buyers with better conditions. It's impossible to predict the peak of the market or the bottom of the market in any market. Therefore, many investors, obviously, who have owned their homes for a long time, will still see good capital growth in their investment property. If a property is priced correctly, it will sell quickly and it will create greater interest amongst buyers, and a sale will often occur within 2 to 3 weeks of putting the home on the market. The longer a property is on the market, however, the less desirable it is seen amongst buyers, and this is where it will sell for a much lower price normally. Quite often the first offer a seller receives is going to be the best offer, so it's always good to consider any offer that comes in the early stages of a campaign, because history has shown that the longer a home stays on the market, the less it will sell for eventually. Homeowners who are considering renovating to sell or are looking at putting their homes on the market in the new year, it's always good to get an agent in early in the piece so that they're not spending money on their home unnecessarily. Quite often if you spend money on a home, say for instance putting in new carpets or changing a kitchen, that doesn't add to the value commensurate with what you spend on the home. And quite often a buyer will buy a home who wants a project as well. So it's always good to get that advice early in the piece before you start doing any renovations, and that is a service that I will offer. If this is something obviously you're planning for the future, please get in touch, because I will be able to give you advice on the extent of the renovation you need, the finishes that are expected in relation to other homes in the suburb, and provide a current idea of value on your home as it is forecast now, and once if you do certain renovations to it. I will also provide you with recommendations of trusted trades that I use regularly who will be able to help you in any renovations that you're planning. I will also be able to stay in touch with you after that time we first meet to give you updates on the market and how the market is performing over the time that you're preparing your home for sale. Over the Christmas break, our Aspley office will be open apart from the public holidays, and I will be available over the phone for any queries that you may have, or if you want me to pop out and give you some advice about some of the renovations or maintenance items that you're taking care of over the Christmas break. In the meantime, I wish you and your loved ones a very happy Christmas, and I look forward to talking to you again in 2023.